welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show where honesty is never the best policy. On Mack's team tonight, a comedian who studied quasi-zero-dimensional mesoscopic electrical systems at university. Just to explain that to Lee, university is like a school for grown-ups. Ben Miller. And a comedian who used to work in a German sausage factory. He said the worst part was delicious. Henning. And on David Mitchell's team tonight, an actress currently starring in the sitcom Plebs, set in ancient Rome, where she enjoys being attended to by slaves and taking part in orgies. I'm afraid tonight it's just a box of Twiglets. Doom McKeehan. And a man who has a degree in sports journalism. It's a 2-2. It would have been a 2-1, but they equalised in the last minute. From the last leg, Alex Brooker. And so to round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They've no idea what they'll be faced with, and it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Ben is first up tonight. Please reveal all.
Aside from my friend Mark Park, I have...
I think we can end it there.
I have 3 other good friends whose names rhyme.
Let's not rush any questions. Just never mind rushing.
I'm sorry, Ben, I'm going to have to ask you for the names of the friends.
Very quickly, right now.
You take your time.
Richard Pritchard.
That rhymes, to be fair, that answer.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mark Park.
No, we've had Mark Park. There's three other friends on top of Mark Park.
Richard Pritchard.
You need 2 more.
Dave Clave. Yeah. Angie Ranji.
And what's Richard Pritchard's job? How do you know him?
I know him from school, and he's a quantity surveyor.
How do you know Angie Ranji? Where did you meet her?
Well, funnily enough, she was in an acting class with me on the Isle of Wight.
Where did you run into Dave Clave?
Please say it, Rave.
I was in a band with him, he played drums.
So, all of these people have lived their lives with matching forenames and surnames. Have none of them ever, like, said, you know what, I think this sounds ridiculous, I might change it?
Well, Richard hasn't, because, you know, it's a common Welsh name. It is particularly common to have the same first name as your surname.
Hugh Hughes.
Evan Evans, Thomas Thomas.
Yeah.
I bet you're wishing you thought of them earlier.
These friends of yours, are they in a small social circle? For example, has Richard Pritchard ever met Angie Ranji?
Dave Clave has met Richard Pritchard.
Under what circumstances?
My 40th birthday
Why
party.
didn't Angie Ranji go?
I was in a production of Twelfth Night with Angie Ranji on the Isle of Wight, and we only knew each other for the period of one summer in about 1991. She was a friend of mine, but she wasn't at my 40th birthday, whereas Dave and Richard were.
And why did Mark Park not make the birthday party?
We're not that close of friends.
Oh. So why do you think you and Mark have never really... you know, gelled?
Quantity survey, you know, I guess, you know...
So Mark's a quantity surveyor?
Yeah.
I thought Richard Pritchard was a quantity surveyor. What's Richard Pritchard again?
He's a chartered surveyor.
Chartered surveyor, yeah.
Which one? Are they both? Are they in a practice? Park and Pritchard?
Does this have the ring of truth?
Well, do you know, it did before the quantity surveyor. I think he said Richard Pritchard was the something surveyor.
He said chartered surveyor for Richard Pritchard.
And
now we've got a quantity surveyor
for Mark Park. But if the surveyor's thing is, if Ben has planted that surveyor doubt in our minds, then that's so brilliant it deserves the point.
I agree.
So I think.
So you're going to say
lie?
Lie. Saying it's a lie. Ben, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
It's a lie. Ben doesn't have 4 good friends whose names rhyme. And Henning, you're next.
I was once arrested by border guards for illegally entering another country.
David's team, what do you think?
Which country?
It was in the mid-90s.
That's not a country.
No. And it was in Eastern Europe, so they changed names very quickly. So I'm not sure. It was either Czech Republic or Czechoslovakia. I don't know which...
You know what stage of its dissolution it was at. Yeah. And what was the problem?
I didn't have my passport.
Right.
Where had you left your passport?
At home.
Who were you with, by the way? Were you on your own? Or
No,
was
I was with a friend from back home, Pete.
friend from the pit?
No, with a person called Pete.
Is that his real name? Or is that a nickname?
Pete.
Oh, Pete.
No, P-I-T.
Oh, Pete.
Oh, is that his Pete?
He's called Pitt.
Like Brad Pitt, but Pitt is his first name.
Otherwise, I would say Pete.
Yeah.
We were travelling on something that was called Schönes Wochenend-Ticket. And
That's German for National Express.
now what it is German for, you can use any train you like as long as it's a slow train.
We have that system with all of our trains. OK, so you get off the train at the border.
You do.
Is it at that moment you realise you don't have your passport?
Yes. So we wanted to go into Czechoslovakia. So I didn't have my passport. So the obvious thing to do is don't go across where the border guards are, but go a mile off into the fields and cross there. If then someone wants to see your passport, you say, oh, I must have lost it.
Roughly how far into Czechoslovakia, in whatever form it was, were you?
I was about, give or take, a mile. I see in the distance, I see like 2 lights, 2 white lights. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I realise it's a Jeep. And then they're driving towards us.
I'm quite gripped by this story.
The Jeep then just stopped, and then there is 4 people jumping out with automatic rifles and dogs.
Automatic dogs.
What sort of dogs were they?
I didn't ask for their names, but...
Neither did Alex.
They were terrifying dogs, probably Alsatians or something.
What happened? They're all around you. So
Well,
what
they
do
all
they say?
jump out with their rifles, don't they? And then saying, or whatever their language is. So, and then we had to gain the Jeep, and then we were driving off into Czechoslovakia, and then we ended up in some woods. One of them jumps out, opens a gate, and I didn't even see what's there. Then there is some little wooden hut. And was someone in there that spoke German. We got on well with that fella, and our excuse was that we said, we had no idea that we crossed the border.
Yeah.
So, and then, well, they didn't fully buy it, but they knew there was little point executing us.
What happens then?
And now the funny story begins. They said, you'll have to pay a penalty.
Oh, the Germans and penalties.
That
Not
penalty...
Never again, please.
Then the Czechs drove us back to the German border, handed us over to the German border guards, and then they congratulated us on being the first illegal immigrants from Germany into Czechoslovakia.
Well, there we are. David, what are you and your team thinking?
It's the travel card thing. It just seems right.
No, I think on an emotional level, having spent so long hearing that story, we need it to be true. Yeah. We need something.
We need it to be true
Yeah.
because a lot of our life went into that.
So
yes,
you're going to
on
say
that
true?
emotional level, I think we have to say true.
You're saying it's true. Henning, truth or lie?
Well, that story is actually true.
Yes, that was true. Henning did get arrested for illegally entering another country. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So, please welcome this week's special guest, Nicola. So, Ben, first of all, what is Nicola to you?
This is Nicola, and she taught me how to talk to crows.
Henning, how do you know Nicola?
This is Nicola, and I told my parents to take her as my babysitter because she failed to read my bedtime stories with enough emotion.
And finally, Lee, your relationship with Nicola.
This is Nicola. I once chased her for 40 miles down the M3 because I thought she'd stolen my phone.
David's team, where to begin?
So, Ben, why did you need to talk to crows?
Because, well, I'm writing a book, and
My publisher is a crow.
and it's a book about aliens. So I got interested in the idea of communicating with other intelligences. Then I thought, are there any animals on Earth that we can communicate with? And I found out that Nicola was an expert on crows and had discovered they're very intelligent.
So what sort of thing have you learnt to say to crows?
Well, we're only really at the basic sort of introductory.
So is it like greetings, like hello, how are you?
Take me to your leader.
Welcome to a very special edition of previously unseen clips from this series of Would I Lie to You? Joining Lee Mack tonight, Bob Mortimer, Richard Osman, Jermaine Genus, Moira Stewart, Alex Jones, John Cooper Clark, Clare Balding and Joe Lycett. And joining David Mitchell tonight, Danny Dyer, Gabby Logan, Steve Backshaw, Alan Davis, Jermaine Greer, Greg Davis, Rod Gilbert and Nick Grimshaw. And so we begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They've no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. And Danny is first up.
I've buried £1,000 in cash in a secret location in case I ever have to go on the run.
When did you hide it?
About 10 years ago.
Are you willing to say on national television exactly where it is?
No. I think I'll keep it double low, to be honest with you. You know, because if I'm on the run, it's going to be on top for me, and it'll be the first place they look, won't it? If I'm sniffing it. Not that I'm going to be on the run. I'm just saying that, you know, I've buried a bag of sand, which is £1,000, right?
Right.
Somewhere, in case it comes on top.
What does that mean?
Somewhere?
No, on top.
If something happens illegal.
Oh, I thought you meant in case the money you haven't buried it deep enough and it will end up on top.
It's double low, you muppet. He said that.
Well, I don't know if I don't know what low means in his thing, I don't know what double low is.
Well, you know it's twice as much.
I don't know what the starting point is. How much is low?
Well, low, you know, I mean, double low's proper on top, right?
Don't forget, anybody watching, we do have subtitles. Use that red button.
What would you imagine that you could get into trouble for? We don't count acting. Sorry.
I like that reaction. It's a good reaction.
Right, so...
Healthy.
So, what kind of thing could you get into trouble for?
Well, numerous things, so, you know, you need to just have a little stash somewhere.
Daddy, can I just check? Is this for crimes that... Not crimes.
I'm not talking about crimes.
I didn't say crimes.
No.
I didn't say crimes. Is this for murders that have taken place previously or things that might happen in the future?
Are you asking Danny to confess to crimes?
All right, so you think you might have to move abroad to start a new life?
Well, not abroad, Margate or something like that. Get off the plot, you know what I mean? No one goes here.
But how long could you last on a bag of sand?
Well, it depends where you are. Margate, you can last about 10 years, you know what I mean?
And how did you bury it? Was it under cover of darkness?
No, it was in broad daylight. I wouldn't go at night, you know what I mean?
Why did you do it in daylight?
Well, because it's in a... well, I'm giving it away now, aren't I?
You're not. It's not. I'm not going to go. Daylight. I think I know where it is. I know where it is. It's somewhere outdoors. I'll go and get it.
It's in an area that's, you know, ain't got no houses around and there's no gaffs about. It's...
Right, so you've buried it in like a forest or something?
Not a forest, no, it'd be too tricky for me to go and find it. No, not a graveyard.
If I get it right,
that'd be out of order when they're digging up a grave and whacking a grave. No, it's a field.
A field?
In a field?
Ah. Presumably now you possess a treasure map.
No.
Well, how are you going to remember where it is?
It's about where I whacked my motor.
You've what? You killed your car?
No, when I parked my car.
Yeah, but you drove your car away, though, didn't you, afterwards, so it's not still there. You do know that when you got back in the car and drove away, saying it's by the car is no longer a help.
Well, I parked my car next to something that I will remember.
Ah, now, so you drove... What is that thing?
I'll tell you what it is.
Good.
No, I don't want to know.
Why?
Well, it might be next to a sort of Norman Wisdom statue, you know, and there's only...
Whoa.
There's only a few of them knocking about, is what I'm saying. It's not near a Norman Wisdom statue. It's not...
No. You can't expect Danny to give away the location on television of where his bag of sand is.
So for a minute then, I really thought I was in some gangster film where he's gone, I've whacked it off and buried it near the Norman Wisdom statue.
Have you been back to check on it, to check it's still there?
No, it'd be stupid, wouldn't it? You know, it's there. No one's gone near it, I know that. It's impossible to find.
So what do you think, Lee?
What do we think?
Absolutely not.
Really?
No.
I say it's a lie.
Joseph's
1,000 wouldn't have been enough.
And I say it must be a lie.
You're going to say lie? OK. Danny, truth or lie?
It's a lie, innit? Come on.
Clare, it's your turn.
The first time I went to Germany, I knew only one German phrase. And bizarrely, an accident occurred which required me to use it.
David's team.
What was the phrase?
Entschuldigen Sie bitte. Mein Vater ist in den Frisch gefallen.
I don't speak German. Is that a phrase or is that just a random German sentence?
Are you asking what does it mean?
Yeah. I don't need to like it.
It means, excuse me please, my father has fallen in the river.
that well-known German phrase.
Had your father fallen into rivers elsewhere for you to learn that phrase?
No!
Was he like a serial...
River, no.
But why would you learn that phrase unless you had a habit of falling into rivers before you went to Germany? You thought, I better just check that out. So you, total coincidence. I think I learned the phrase, my father fallen in the river. Yes. You went to Germany and your father fell in the river. I think I'm ready.
You see, I
think I'm ready. I've decided. I don't know. I'm going early on this one.
So what happened with your dad, and who did you say that phrase to?
Were
you just shouting it from the banks?
No, we were skiing, and he skied off. He was going off piste, and he skied into a little river by mistake.
What is the German emergency? Is it 999? That could cause all sorts of difficulties, couldn't it? Because they're saying in German, do you need help? And you're saying 999, and they go, forget it. And then...
I didn't.
But when you dial
say...
999, Lee, do you then say to them 999?
No.
You've got one of those old phones where you have to call to the operator and go 999 at once. The vicar has been taken ill.
Claire, who did you end up saying this phrase to?
To a passerby.
A skier?
Yes.
Right.
No, tennis player, Rob.
I flagged them down.
You
and
flagged
said...
Wow, she's going fast.
So you spoke to this passing skier, who was just another holidaymaker, another skier. What happened?
Well, luckily, they were English.
Ah.
So they had no idea what you were saying.
No, absolutely no idea.
So you spoke to them, and then what happened?
They helped me pull him out.
Right,
But then
OK.
all evening I was able to say that my father had fallen in the river in German.
Right. What are you thinking, Nick?
Well, I think that you would have just initially said help if this was a true story. You wouldn't have been like, let me just remember this very weird German sentence.
I'm not sure, but I find it hard to think ill of Clare Balding. I think she's telling the truth.
Oh.
No, if she's lying, it wouldn't reflect badly on her character if she was lying.
It would. Even within the parameters of this game, I still don't think she would.
So, what are you going to say?
Lie.
Lie for me.
True.
True, absolutely.
I think lie.
You're saying lie. OK, they're saying it's a lie. Claire, truth or lie?
Would I? It's true.
It's David.
I find it incredibly irritating when other people fiddle with my jigsaws.
Please, team.
What was the last jigsaw you did?
It was a picture of the city centre in Oxford.
How many pieces was it?
1,000.
1,000.
What's your jigsaw etiquette?
My etiquette?
Well, when I say etiquette, I mean if you're doing a big jigsaw, you have to do it on something so that it doesn't upset everybody else's life. So what do you do it on?
My grandfather's coffin. Because we've all stopped hoping that he's ever going to come out. On a card table.
On a card table?
OK.
You have a card table?
That's nearly right.
And you start with the outside. You do the whole perimeter.
Yeah.
Where do you go then?
Then I go for recognisable objects in the scene.
So which particular recognisable bits are you looking for, then?
Well, there's a building in the middle with a sort of dome and a spike. I'm an expert in architecture. So there was that thing, and there was several people wandering around, you know, like someone on a bicycle.
Whoa. He's saying, you know, specific. You're looking for specific things.
Yeah.
A person can go anywhere in the jigsaw.
No,
Yes,
they
but
can't. They can only go where they go.
I will say.
You can't. Oh, I put a person. I'm going to put him up there.
When you do a jigsaw, Lee...
Yeah. I don't, David, because I've got a life, but carry on.
Yeah. No, fair enough. No, I was going to say, do you use scissors? Because that's a...
You know I'm not
That's
allowed.
a
Scissors!
So generally, 1,000-piece jigsaw, you're coming back to it now and again,
Yeah.
work commitments permitting. How long does it take?
Let's say 3 months.
OK, 3
All right,
months.
let's say it. 3 months.
3 months. It's a 1,000-piece jigsaw, 333 pieces a month.
Excessive.
So he's doing about 90 pieces a week. So he's doing about 15 pieces a day, right? 15 pieces a day is borderline, you need help.
I don't need help, and I don't like it when people help.
That's the point.
So, Lee, what's it going to be?
Alex?
Well, if he was into jigsaws properly and he didn't want a fiddler, you put cling film on it.
What? You're even weirder than me. Wouldn't the cling film sort of stick to the pieces, and then so when you pick the cling film up, it would sort of undo
what you do,
weeks and months of work.
No.
That's horrible,
Because you buy a massive tray.
Yeah.
You do it on the tray. Not only can you carry it around if you need to dust, but also the cling film wraps underneath.
You've watched far too many features on the one show, haven't you? This week we're talking about tricks for jigsaws. You probably think it's just the four corners you have to know, but no, get your cling film ready, we'll tell you after this. John, do you think it's...
Well, I can say, I think David's a contemplative type of person, you know, and jigsaw puzzles kind of allow you that loose space to be, to be a ruminative... It takes you to a ruminative place that you wouldn't otherwise enter in the normal run of events.
But just to clarify, is it true or false?
True.
Okay, go, true.
OK.
You're going to say true? OK. David, truth or lie?
It is true.
It's Bob.
I have a possession.
There's a box. Take the item out of the box. That's it. Pop it there, and then read the card thus.
This is the cushion that I used to carry my pet owl around on. I would have brought the owl, but he escaped last week.
Davies' team, what do you think?
What kind of an owl was it?
Oh, yeah.
Tawny.
Yeah.
Tawny's perch on branches.
Yeah.
So how did you get it to perch on a big, flat, soft cushion?
Oh, Steve, it's so good to have you here.
How did I? Is there a problem here, Steve? Here are the talon marks. I have a rare breeds farm near me, and they had to get rid of a tawny owl that was injured. He couldn't use its wings, and I shouldn't use the words, it couldn't use its bottom. For doing what? For poo-pooing.
What did it use?
So, as a trustee of the organisation, because it's just down the road from me, in Warehorn, I agreed to have... I agreed that I would look after it. It actually had what you would call a colostomy bag.
We wouldn't call it that.
No, you would.
We'd call it a colostomy bag.
Have I said it?
Yeah, we wouldn't have picked it up, but you did specifically say that's what we would have called it. And I thought I'd better address this because we really wouldn't.
Steve, is an owl's colostomy bag called a colostomy bag?
Yes, it is.
You wouldn't really need it because the majority of kind of solid faecal matter with an owl comes out of its mouth.
Yeah. No, we're dealing with a very sick owl. No, I'm sorry, I sound aggressive there. But I can see... No, he's escaped now, and I can see his little face. We were given a pipette with what was owl nourishment.
So you had to feed it
with a
pipette?
Yes.
And how did it stand on the cushion if, as Steve says, it needs a perch? It was fine, just sort of
I've clearly not made it clear. This is an incredibly sick bird. You can't judge it by the normal tone. This is just a lump of meat and feathers that is just hanging on in there.
But the thing still escapes.
Yes, it is. Actually, I suspect it was killed by my cats.
Why did this owl sanctuary, when it has a sick owl, why didn't it look after the owl itself rather than give it to a local celebrity?
Because I'm the cushion and cats. I'm very closely associated with it.
Sorry, my client would like a minute.
You had clearly said to me you were going to nurse it back to health?
No, that was never going to happen.
It's palliative care.
It's palliative care.
Palliative care.
It was
palliative care for the owl.
A hospice for the owl, yeah.
For the owl. Right.
And we had some decent times.
Did he have a name, this owl?
We called it...
Did you? You called it...
So, you're upset, Bob, I can tell. If you need a minute, it's OK. But what did you call it?
Sorry?
What did you call it?
What did we call the owl?
Yeah.
Well, we called him Mavis.
Bob, what did you feed it with the pipette?
It was described to me as owl, as owl nourishment. Everything.
You just take bowls and put them in a liquidizer.
Steve, I can't impress on you. The most you got out of it. It's just a lift and lid.
It wasn't perched then, it was reclined on the cushion. That was its... That was its deathbed.
Yeah. We'd have like a broomstick or something and hold it.
And what have you told the owl sanctuary? What have you told them? Because they must have been upset.
No, I've told them he's passed away, yeah.
And they said, well, that's fine, we knew Mavis was going to die soon. That's why we gave him or her to you, a comedian who lives locally, to keep on a cushion in the same room as some cats.
So my client would like to change his plea.
This isn't sounding...
You're a trustee, did you say, of this charity?
Yes. It's a rare breeds farm in Warehorn. Does family days. Sadly, I haven't got an owl at the moment. But...
So, David, what are you thinking? Is this true?
No, this isn't true.
I think you made all that up.
I just don't believe they would let him bring a dying tawny owl home.
No, I don't think so. I think we're saying it's a lie.
I think you are.
But and I think that's the Rare Breed Centre probably needs to look at its working practices if it happens to be true. But
OK, Bob, truth or lie?
I was telling a lie.
Greg, your turn.
When I was a teenager, I used to have to button my legs in order to squeeze into tight leather trousers.
Please, team. Off you go.
What age sort of thing? What age are we talking?
I was 17, and it was when I was experimenting with being a goth, actually.
You don't look like a good goth to me, because you're too close to the sun.
I wasn't.
Isn't there an issue of rancidity in when the temperature of a room changes?
Yeah.
It's a very volatile substance. It moves from a solid to a liquid in the blink of an eye. And
I wish you'd have been my science teacher. School would have been so much more fun.
There's an issue around odour here.
You're forgetting that I was a teenager when I was doing this, and I generally stank. It wasn't butter, actually. It was a margarine spread of
Worse?
It wasn't worse, it worked. The reason I had to do it is because I'm ludicrously tall, and the only tight trousers around stopped sort of, like half a foot below my knee, so it would look like I was wearing some sort of perverse lederhosen. So the only tight trousers that would fit me were sort of women's lycra leggings.
How did you manage to hold the trousers to pull them up, now that your hands were very slippy with the marge?
Well, I would put the marge on, and then, interesting thing, in Shropshire, running water. I would wash my hands.
And who else knew about this?
My sister was the only person who knew, and that's because she walked into my bedroom when I was applying the marge. And I was very keen to explain...
That must have been one of the worst moments of her young life. So what do you think?
What do we think, John?
It's not playing out very well in the playground of my imagination.
I think that's the most wonderful way anyone has said lie on this show.
Oh, I really want it to be true.
It is true.
Because to see you in a woman's legging would be magical.
Well, you just call me.
Well, I've got my doubts here is because we've gone from leather to lycra and butter to margarine.
No, they were leather...
yes.
No. They were leather effect. You didn't ask me. They were a sort of leather effect trouser.
I can't believe it's not leather.
Yeah.
OK, what are you going to say?
You're saying it's a lie. Alex is saying
I'm sorry, John. I'd love to agree, but I think he's a bit weird. Yeah, people do alternative things with groceries at that age, I think.
Oh my God, not that sort of thing.
I'll go with John and say it's
Safer.
a lie.
Say it's a lie.
Yeah.
OK. Greg, truth or lie?
It's a lie.
To Would I Lie to You at Christmas, a very special edition filled with festive fibs. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a comedian whose previous jobs include playing the organ at a crematorium. He's the man who puts the fun into funeral. It's Bill Bailey. And an award-winning comedian, actress and the writer and star of Gavin and Stacey, or, as I prefer to call it, Gavin and Stacey and Bryn. It's Ruth Jones! And on Lee Mack's team tonight, a comedy legend who's won a BAFTA, several comedy awards, written 5 books and written and starred in a hit sitcom. But to me, she'll always be the judge from Splash. It's Splash Judge Jo Brand! And the fastest dame in the world. Not much of a claim when the competition consists of Maggie Smith, Judi Dench and Christopher Biggins. It's Olympic gold medalist Dame Kelly Holmes. And so we begin, as always, with round 1, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before. They've got no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. And Jo, you're first up tonight.
Last year, I ate my Christmas dinner in the bath.
David's team.
But why?
Because we had quite a lot of family round, and I just wanted to be on my own because I was in a really bad...
No, was it on a plate?
That's a horrible image, isn't it?
It was on a plate.
Hold on. So I'm just going to picture the scene, right? You've got your Christmas dinner on the plate, and you just get up to the table and you say, I'm just going off to the bath for a bit. And the family...
I don't think I announced it.
Oh, you didn't?
I was just so fed up with everyone. I just got up, took my dinner, went upstairs and thought, I'm going to have a bath.
But didn't you find it that you got really hot eating in the bath?
I could eat my Christmas dinner in a fire.
Where did you put the dinner when you were running the bath?
On the toilet.
On the toilet.
Did you allow the bath...
with a lid on and a nice little tablecloth. No.
Even so, I think it's a bit...
Do you?
It's just the associations, isn't it, of the two ends of the process.
It's like saying to the food, this is where you're going to end up, mate. We both know it. You know it, I know it.
You're going on an incredible journey.
Yeah.
Did you continue to eat your Christmas dinner while the bath was running, or did you pause in that process to sort of save it until you were nice and comfy in the bath?
I had a couple of sprouts, David.
Right.
Did you have, like, a tray that goes over the side of the bath?
Yeah.
You can put the dinner on, or did you have to balance it on your knees?
I had to balance it.
On your knees?
Not necessarily.
If you're balancing it on a part of you, is there not a risk that it will become submerged at some point, which would ruin the dinner? Essentially, you're turning your Christmas dinner into the Maldives in about 30 years' time, when, you know, the bath water of the world starts to wash the sprouts towards the plug hole.
Well, I don't put enough water in the bath for that. In fact, you know, I don't hardly need to put any water in the bath.
OK. What do you think, David? What do your team think?
I think maybe you had a bath, but you didn't eat your Christmas dinner there.
Yeah, I can believe that Joe has had baths and has eaten Christmas dinners. I don't believe she's ever combined the two processes.
I think she might have done.
Oh, you think she might have done?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought we were heading towards consensus there, but in a very Christmassy way, we're very much at loggerheads.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I think, seeing as I feel a little bit 50-50...
Yeah.
Oh, no, that doesn't help at all, does it?
Well, no, it does. Because if you're 100% it's true and you're only 50%, it's...
Who said I was 100%? I'm about 80.
All right. I'm going to need a pen. This is why I keep saying I need a spreadsheet. OK, we're going to say true.
So they're saying true. Joe, eating your Christmas dinner in the bath. Truth or lie?
It's a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Joe didn't eat her Christmas dinner in the bath. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Mick. So, Kelly, what is Mick to you?
Well, this is Mick, and I have a photo of him in my car to stop me getting road rage.
Right. Joe, how do you know Mick?
This is Mick, and when we were bell ringing together in church, he was responsible for me being hoisted 20 foot up in the air.
And Lee, what's your relationship with Mick?
This is Mick. His surname is Partridge, and I once had to rescue him when he was stuck up a pear tree.
So, there we have it. David, where do you want to start?
OK.
Can you do me a favour? Can you start with these two, because I might need a while.
Kelly, why have you got a photo of Mick to avoid road rage? How does that help?
Mick's known me for a long, long time. So he used to have to calm me down quite a lot on the track, and then he used to come and watch some of the races, because obviously when you're a young kid, you get your family members and friends and things to come. And so, because Mick used to always make me smile when I was stressed, he gave me this one photo.
And what is he doing in the photo?
Smiling.
Is he wearing anything, or...?
Well, luckily, it's just a headshot.
Do you ever get road rage, Ruth? Is that something that affects you?
I do get annoyed, but I don't show any anger or rage. I tend to just smile or blow a kiss or wave at them in an annoying fashion.
In an ironic... ironic man.
Yeah,
David, I would imagine you're an absolute brute at the wheel.
I am not legally allowed to drive a car.
Oh. Does that mean you drive a car illegally?
No, I haven't... what's the expression?
Passed your test?
Yeah, that's it.
Passed
yeah,
your test. Oh, but have you ever had lessons?
Oh, yeah. Ineffective in terms of engendering in my brain the knowledge of how to drive.
How many lessons did you have?
Up to 45,000.
OK. Who would you like to quiz next?
So, Joe, bell ringing.
Yeah.
Are you a keen bell ringer?
Not anymore.
Were you a keen bell ringer?
I was never really that keen on it, if I'm honest.
Have you ever been bell ringing?
I have been bell ringing.
Where was it and why did you give it a go?
It was in a church, David.
Yeah.
What was the church called?
I can't remember, actually. Saint Somethings.
No, that narrows it down.
Yeah. Can you remember where it was?
Yeah, it was in a village in Kent.
OK, that's plausible. If she'd said North Korea, we could have questioned it. What was the scene? Well, picture the scene for us.
Well, what happened was I had been to church a few times. I didn't like it.
So when was this? What age were you?
About 12.
Right.
And so I could either have gone in the church choir or been a bell ringer.
And what happened? What did Mick do that led to this?
Well, it was a sort of prank that used to be played on new ringers, and what happened was that Mick said to me, "Can you hold this a minute?" And I just put my hand out without looking, held onto the rope and just went like that, right, like
20 feet up in the air.
Yes, I did. Rob.
How old was Mick then?
A couple of years older than me.
So you were about 12, he was sort of 14.
Oh, so he was a young lad doing it. I was imagining him at the age he is now.
It's before the service. You're doing the pre-service bell ringing.
Yeah.
Why aren't you on your own bell rope? What are you doing there that you're able to respond to his call, you know, grab hold of this? Which is a dangerous thing to respond to without looking in all sorts of circumstances.
Not quite as dangerous as your impression of bell ringing, which looks more like cow milking. You're going like this.
Sorry, I'm no sort of mime, but what is it more like that? Is that more like it?
I think it's
Happy Christmas!
You have to get it from one position to another position, and while you're doing that, that's when it's dangerous.
And how do you do that? Is that using the rope, sort of, you yank it along with the rope?
You have to pull the rope in a particular way.
Well, it'd be a nice chance for you to demonstrate how you pull it.
Well, when you're actually ringing a bell properly, you start by putting your hand up and getting the end of the bell rope, which is about that far above your head. You pull that down and you catch the fluffy bit, and then you pull that down with both hands, then you let go one hand and let it go right up, so it's like that. So that's ringing a bell. In order to get the bell in the right position, you pull it like this. And as you pull it... That's why he married me.
Now, what about Lee and his claim?
Yeah, no, that's not true.
OK, what was he doing up the pear tree, Lee?
He was rescuing a cat. No further questions.
Where was the pear tree?
Next to the cat. The pear tree was in the grounds of a pub.
OK, and this was like in the beer garden?
We were having drinks outside in the beer garden.
Yeah.
We had a bit too many. We went back inside. It got dark, got late, and then we were staying in a local hotel. Everyone was going out to get the taxis home, and that's when I heard a scream. Help! What, the pear tree? And, I thought... What? I remember saying, hark!
Did you know Mick? Was he one of your friends who'd gone to the pub?
Mick, it turns out, I never met him before in my life. Mick, it turns out, was the landlord of the pub.
Right.
Right.
And which answers the question why we weren't getting served, but we'll forget that for a minute.
Yeah. How big a tree was it, Lee, and how high was Mick?
The pear tree was quite high, I would say. Using Mick as a measurement of 1, I would say it was about 5 Micks.
How did you actually rescue him?
So I shouted up, "What are you doing up there, mate?" And he said, well, this is what I heard at the time. Hey, mate. Came up to her. I said, "You'd have to shout, mate. You're 5 Micks up."
He's right at the top. It's a 5 Mick tree, and he's right at the top.
Yeah,
I was thinking he'd be about 3.5 Micks.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, though, it was sort of lying on the branch, so his head was only 4 Micks and a bit high.
Right.
And he said, "Well, go and get help." So I said, "Well, have you got any ladders?" He said, "Yes." And I said, "Right, well, good luck," and off I went.
But how had he got up there? How did he manage to get up there in the first place?
How did he manage? Well, he clambered up. So the cat was, it turns out, was at the top of the tree, right at the top. I'm talking 5.5 Micks because there was a thin branch on the top. So he's basically... A pear tree is full of...
Pears.
That's the word.
For a very brief period of the year.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is he up there at...
Well, would you believe that this cat was partial to a pear? So it wouldn't have happened any other time. He says he's always like this, his country bloke. Always like this, he is.
But he wouldn't go for a near pear, not
or one of the many that drop on the floor.
Not one that had fallen.
David, it was the last pear. He'd eaten the others.
So it wasn't full of pears, there was only one pear
It was full
at
of
the top,
no.
like an angel.
He was full of pears when he started climbing. He'd been up there for 2.5 seasons. So off I went and got the ladder, clambered up the first bit of the ladder, and I just sort of helped Mick down onto the ladder, and we became lovers. So no questions.
All right, well, we need an answer. So David's team is Mick, Kelly's calming companion, Joe's bell-ringing buddy, or Lee's partridge in a pear tree?
I think it's Joe that's telling the truth. Do you know why? Because of a rope action.
You think it's Joe?
Yeah, and I don't know what it would take to calm you down, Dame Kelly. I don't think Mick is the answer, though.
He looks calm now. You want to see him on the top of a pear tree gripping a cat. That's absolutely in bits.
What are you thinking, David?
I think it's Joe, that's what I think.
You think
Yeah.
the bell ringing? Ruth thinks
Possibly.
bell ringing. Bill?
Yeah, I'll go with bell
The
ringing.
bell for Bill.
Yeah.
OK. Right. They all think it's Joe. Mick, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Mick, and I was responsible for Joe being hoisted 20 feet off of the ground.
Yes, Mick is Joe's bell-ringing buddy. Thank you very much, Mick. Thank you. Which brings us to our final round, quick-fire lies, and we start with... It's David.
Possession.
There'll be a little box under your desk.
Thank you.
There's a card inside, David. Read the card out first, and then
This
when
is
you've done that...
just a little something me and Rob got you for Christmas.
And then, once you've read it out, then pop the object on the desk.
OK. These are two of the best gifts I was given last Christmas.
OK, and take them out and pop them on the desk. There we are.
Yeah.
Right. Lee.
Well, first question is what... I can see what one of them is, but what's the other one?
It's a hat.
No. What's the stick thing?
Yeah.
It's a wand. You know,
OK.
You do magic with it.
Well, don't wave it around. Anything could happen.
Who bought you it?
Yes.
My wife.
Oh.
That bit is true, in case you
Yeah.
wonder. He has got a wife. Yeah. That, most people don't believe it at this point, but it is. He has got a wife.
Just to give us a fuller picture, let's see if the hat fits. And if it does, wear
Put
it.
on and then get the full, let's get the full effect.
Ah, but does the wand fit?
And then hold the wand.
So.
Well, then...
Cool.
You look like a proper Dickensian gentleman.
OK.
Yeah.
When you open the present, did you say, this is lovely, but what is it for?
It's no. She said it was a wand thing where you can. It's got a battery in it.
Oh, it's a cordless one.
And you can make it. You can make it be a remote control.
Am I allowed to touch David's wand?
You can inspect it if you want to, but don't damage it. I'll get. Do you want to get it?
You don't trust me to get it without damaging it.
I'm just happier when you sat down.
OK. Get me the wand, please.
Were you born in a little northern town called Double Entendre?
Actually, in Cockermouth.
I don't know.
First thing is, I can't see any way you can get batteries in this thing, and it's got a light on the end, so obviously it does do something electronic, but I don't know where you would put a battery. You don't put a battery in the end of there, do you? Can you get a battery in the end of there?
No.
Oh, hello. Look, the end comes off, so we can definitely... It's an electronic item, definitely. That is a definite. And that's definitely a hat. I'm not an idiot. Rob, I broke it.
Have you really?
Well, something's come off the end. David, I'll get you another one, I promise.
You actually have lost
The end's fallen off the...
There
it is, there it is.
Give me the hat.
Oh, I've sat on the hat!
Give me the hat.
Well,
would you wear that in the house, the hat, David? Would you wear it around the house?
No, I wouldn't wear a hat indoors. Basically, you'd wear a hat like this when you've, you know, on the way from the cab to the scene of the murder.
So what do you think, Lee? What is your team thinking on this?
Well, I'm interested that Rob warns off manhandling and hurting it. Would David be that bothered?
I have got history on this show.
History of breaking
he owned a pen in one episode, when it was his pen.
And you broke it?
Damn right.
There was another episode where he was supposedly a beloved teddy bear that I didn't own, but he didn't know, and he tore its head off.
So, now, David, I would like to know, was there any explanation from your wife at all? Because obviously you've picked this up, you haven't known what this is.
An explanation?
Yes,
is
to
that
why
when you're given a present? Do you ask for an explanation?
Let me
quite
finish.
aggressive, isn't
Let
it?
me finish, David. Was there any explanation at all as to why she married you?
No, she's never explained that, but I don't want to ask too many questions. I want to a good thing.
My husband bought me a dress that was 2 sizes too small once because he wanted me to lose weight so I could wear it. He did, and then when he gave it to me, he said, "Look forward to seeing you in it." So for his birthday, I bought him a coffin.
So what are you going to say then, Lee's team? Is he telling the truth?
Kelly, you're saying...
Oh, lie.
You're saying lie?
Oh, I'll say lie as
OK,
well,
I have to go with my team and say it's a lie.
So the team is saying lie. David, truth or lie?
It is true.
Next, it's Lee.
Last Christmas Eve, my wife asked me to pop out and get 4 to 5 lemons and 8 or 9 limes. Unfortunately, I misheard her and came back with 45 lemons and 89 limes.
David.
In better news, we haven't suffered from scurvy for a long time.
You went out and you came back with 45 lemons and 89 limes. What did you think they were for?
I don't ever question my wife when it comes to cooking. You just don't... With my wife, she cooks some amazingly overly citrus dishes. Always.
What's she doing? Using up what you've bought.
But you say it was Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Were you going to be entertaining guests?
Well, you know, family members, yeah, so I wouldn't say guests, but they had to come round.
What were the lemons and limes for?
Well, it turns out they were for the drinks. I did wonder why I didn't need to get any pastry.
I haven't met your wife. I'm sure that she's very lovely and sensible. Why say 4 to 5? Why not just say, go and get me 5 lemons, go and get me 9 limes?
That is exactly what I said when she said, what are you come back with 45 lemons for and 89 limes? Because you're right. You tell me, you know.
Yeah.
Why does she strike me about the head when I wake up? Who knows the mysteries of a relationship?
Where did you get these citrus fruits from, Lee? Was it a corner shop, a hypermarket?
It was actually it was a hypermarket on the corner, so it's both.
So you get back home, and there's Mrs. Mack.
Yes.
And what? I mean, when you put your wares on the table, how does she react?
She said, what are they? I said, what do you think they are? Green ones are limes, yellow ones are lemons. She said, how many have you got? I said, I've got 45 lemons and 89 limes. She said, sorry, are you saying 4 to 5 lemons and 8 to 9 limes? I said, no, I'm saying 45 lemons and 89 limes. And she said, she went, you're an idiot. I said, what? She went, what am I supposed to do with all them? I said, you tell me. You asked me to buy you 45 lemons and 89 limes. She said, no, I did not. I said, 4 to 5 lemons and 89 limes. I said, sorry, can I just check? What are you saying? She said, I'm saying 4 to 5 lemons and 8 to 9 limes.
So this is when it all became clear?
Yes, she said they're for drinks. I said, I know, but your family are alcoholics. And I thought there was just loads and loads of drinks going to be happening. She went, no, I was going to make something tarty.
I think you'd have laughed about it rather than had a row.
Well, these things always happen in our house. I remember saying to my wife I only wanted 4 to 5 kids. And now we run an orphanage.
So, what are you thinking, David?
What do you think?
I just don't believe that she would say, go and get 8 to 9 limes.
Sorry, can I just check? He's saying 89 limes or 8 to 9?
I can see it happening. I asked my husband once, can you get me 89 Mars bars? And he only got me 8.
What are you thinking, David?
Well, we're saying lie.
You can say lie. OK, Lee, was it truth or was it a lie?
It's a lie.
A lie? Yes, a lie. Lee didn't buy 45 lemons and 89 limes. Oh, and that noise signals time is up. And I can reveal that David's team have won by 4 points to 1. But, of course, it's not just a team game. My individual liar of the week this week is Joe Brand. Yes, Joe Brand. First a BAFTA, now this. That's a downwards trajectory. Good night.